and welcome back. Oh, morning. I'm quite sick of that. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know if I should change it up a bit or not. Change up the welcome in bit. So, we're back here with Unknown Jay and another devlog, which I do know is late. 2 weeks late. Wait a minute. And the reason why this one is late too was that I didn't realize how close the 18th was until it was really hitting me almost in the face. Hello, sheepies. Didn't realize how big they look. They're big, beefy boys. So I decided to step back on the plan because I want to fix up the battle system first. Oh, whoops. I probably should have showed that off a bit earlier. Now, if you do, oh god no, if you do have a little idea what the colour usually means in most circumstances, it is purple because it's poison. Although it's not that developed poison that ended up disappearing. So we go up here now. We got the blood wolf here. He only takes 1 hit to kill, but this blood wolf, oh well, that's a bad example. Let's do that again. Let's open that up again. I always thought, the cool intro and everything, but then no. Let's go to here. So if I go to here, you see I'm starting using health. This is the poison effect, which I'm going to add to any entity that gets hit by a poison weapon. So far this is what it ended up being. I might end up speeding up times and everything. That ended up being a whole time mess. I'm pretty sure I got it working on by different times than what I truly actually wanted to. So you have different, I guess in some way it did work. I can't necessarily say it did not do what I wanted to do. But the reason why I'm going to show you that top blood wolf is because he has it on him. And I haven't broken the, that's the wrong one. See? You see that little circle in there? He's got it there, now it's turned off. And then all you gotta do is one hit him. I might do something similar to Minecraft, how it doesn't quite kill you, but it brings you very weak and low. I haven't fixed the tree yet, but I will come back to that. Well, it actually looks like it's properly done there. And then later I want to do a check where it can't overlap as easy. You see how it's overlapping a bit? You don't want that. I haven't got him programmed because, well, I distracted me in here. I was doing a bit of animation on him later. I do need to fix the play. It's still getting that debug error down there. Yeah, I'm starting to do effects. Boom. I did start to do a test that's more scapped up than this one. Although, idiot probably didn't realize. Okay, I shouldn't call myself an idiot. That's bad. That's bad. Don't ever call yourself an idiot. But I didn't realize this is a perfect test to do it. I didn't get everything working. It was whinging and everything. Quite nice, because I was kind of making that test now. And I was playing around with the frozen arrow. But then I came back into here, stopped doing what I was doing before, and might have to speed up crouching as with us then. And fix up the collider, so I will do that. And realized what I could do, and then realized I started the poison, and never quite finished the poison. So, I did that. So, we're gonna try to do it on the weapons first. We're gonna see if we can get a bow and arrow done. Use the mouse to aim, because I was playing a game where you could only aim crossways, up and down. Oh god, that was awful. Because the enemies were moving diagonal. Like, imagine that. See, the blood wolf was coming in like this, and you were aiming in like that. You will miss. But lucky it did have a bit of, error for aim on it. That was just a demo. I didn't end up recording a video for that one demo either. You see, it's all condensed into 1 hour, because that's the 17 width one. It's nice. I will, record a video on that one. When I get that working properly. And then do it for the berries here. Oh, also, I'm basically all done. So what I want to do with this effect is add it to an entity. You see how I was testing it with the wolf? Although I do need to make the player health into more a bar. because you'd be working in slightly bigger, but not too big, too small, or something like that. If it's too big, it's too annoying and complicated. I want them to be simple make and simple to learn or to do, because you know one of those I like to avoid doing those weakness ones. I was gonna do them first, but then it's easy for me, and it's also easy for you to remember. Oh, I can just come in here. But you would have to think of a way to make the player open to different sources. Although each skill has its own benefit and disadvantage in the first place, where something like poison is better off weakening one enemy target. It's not going to aim for multiple enemies. Or something. Even the bow is not going to be a multi-enemy type thing. It's going to be single enemy damage. Unlike the sword, as you can see, the sword, well, the player's meant to have a sword, but it has more of a sweeping attack. You can see the collider here. It's got, I think it needs being out here a bit more, but it's got more higher and upper value instead of what the arrow has here. Yeah, whatever's tied to this arrow is old damage stuff timer. The poison did work a bit more, but I did have basic concept on the arrow, and I wanted it on a separate entity, which when this arrow hits me, it will spawn onto me, and then I'll be running around like I'm poisoned. Same with the fire here. Follow a similar concept. It's just that fire is will have different behavior. So instead of slowly poisoning me, it'll be fast, heavy damage, and it might take shorter time to extinguish on me. Or I guess when I was watching Far Cry 5, or Far Cry 6, I mean, the main character had the option of putting out the fire. Maybe that might be a thing to put in. I want to play that game. Just realize how much I miss doing the headshots in the nightly. Sneaking around. I might play a live stream now. If you don't know, I'm doing a live stream now. I would have done one on the day before this. Yeah. But on every day when I want to make most of my videos on the Friday. Or pre-recorded ones on Friday. But then I do Thursday, so I'm going to do about every second Thursday. And I'm going to record a game or two, so hopefully, actually you can go back to my church. I'm saving church, and I will put it up on YouTube next Wednesday. That's going to be what's going to be on Wednesdays now. So I can do a bit of different stuff, and I'm going to do Windworld in Minecraft. Yeah. Bit of self-advertisement there. Why the hell not? Gotta tell you everything, because no one else tends to do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. Now, you like my flowers, they're pretty nice. Okay, we're getting half distracted. Yeah, if you want to see me play a bit of Windworld from the series that's on my YouTube already, or you don't even really have to watch the first episode, or this is the only episode you have to watch is the return of Kalala, Clean Kalala. But we are going to continue. I've updated it from then, which is the reason why not a lot of it has come out. What the hell? Did you just notice that shift? Yeah. Might have to investigate that a bit more. I know sometimes it does do that shift. I think I gotta put some code in and say, don't do that, you're a piece of shit if you do that. Yeah, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do Windworld first in the morning. Oh, that's one the day before, so do that Windworld first, and I'm gonna do Minecraft later. See if I can get a few hours gameplay of that. I ended up getting like 2 people come on for the last time I did it, but someone didn't take a setting that saves it, so we're missing out on the first 2 hours of the Minecraft gameplay, which I did last week, or the week before that, because I kind of want to, I don't really want to stick to every Thursday, which is why it's kind of hard to put it in, the schedule. Yeah, have a look. I reckon I'd be more suited to that longer gameplay. I reckon it'd be cooler. Show you off more of the game. And you get to see some odd stuff. I didn't get all the fancy stuff working. I was thinking about doing that yesterday, but I didn't get to do that working. You know, all those alerts and everything, so you won't get alerted. See, look at this. This looks beautiful. Imagine that all over, plain all over like this. Oh my god. This is gonna look random. Like, you wouldn't even be able to tell unless you really pay attention. I want it to trick you into thinking, oh, look at this. It's all randomized. Look at this nice little feature that was added in. The whole tree's random. I wonder how they did that. That is what kind of tricks I'm going to pull off of this. That's the reason why I wanted to do it pretty badly too. But then I realized it is a universal random spawner. So as long as it's got that shape, I can spawn anything in it. I could spawn a whole heap of arrows if I want to do it, a whole heap of hands. Use it for boss battles, maybe. That's so cool. I made something that's universal. Oh, that's a ninja star. I'm gonna call it star. I guess I already said I will call it star. There we go. I think I'll lower down the health of the wolves. That's the reason why they're dying so easy. Or I'm gonna make their invincibility longer. Oh, one or the other. Let's go and see what else we've been doing. So, you've clearly noticed we have been doing the fox. I've done the fox fully. It's fully animated. And let's go have a look. If you haven't seen this on Theta, then you're missing out. Because the fox was pretty hardcore godot. Let's go with this. Boom. But he was cool. Look at that. Oh, I'm so proud of that attack one. I was going to animate him in. I was busy doing the skills and everything. The poison, getting that working properly. Since I got that down, I can get everything else done. See, look at this. This looks so cool. Boom. I really like how he turned out with that first attack. That little pounce attack. I'm going to do that to where he catches small, like, little rhinos or little creatures like he does in a fox. What a fox does. And this can be attack and a grab too. And it's actually pretty universal when you think about it too. I like when things are universal, if you haven't noticed. So, it's laid back on the people. Although people, clothing and everything is mostly done, the customization. That can be done for later. And while doing, so I've been doing some clay work with poly clays. And I've been making bottle brushes. Bottle brushes is is a pretty hard plant to do in art if you never seen what one is. That's it up as straight bottle brushes. Then if they're native to Australia, they're really nice, especially the multicolor ones. Usually they come in red. You see them more often in red, but I want to sell some in different colors because it's pink, white. There's a whole ton of colors, and they all look amazing. There's even purple if you're into that bit too. Orange. There's probably like far more colors than even I can think of. Any color you get naturally, you probably can find a type of bottle brush to do it. And bottle brush is pretty universal. But I want to add it in. So these are food prototypes of that. See, it's similar to what I was doing with the clay. But I think this one here will be the best option to do with the bottle brushes. That'd be cool. Look out for that later. And then add a few more shadings to look even cooler. This is a pretty hard bush to do. I'm doing the golden wattle, which is a pretty hard bush to do too. The Australian golden wattle. It's real nice for it. I was doing that in painting. I'll actually put that up on Pinterest and put that up on Coffee to have a look at later. Real good looking one. See, this is just the base plate. This doesn't look that many frames, doesn't it, when you look in here? Just because that pantsing takes long distance. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I might still use them. And I was thinking about doing the travel wheels, but I'm not in that area yet. Thinking about how to easily do them. If there's a way to make them easier, then that's the way. And I'd also do these sheep here too. I want to have them different wool colour. Different types of glaze. if you have or have not noticed, my default for them is a white to a dark lay, but I want to be able to go from a white to a black and go backwards and forwards without having all those assets down there too. So you have a short wool to this larger full-grown wool, and all you have to do is go into here, where's the visibility, and hopefully all you have to do is just change the color, or whatever one of those you want to select. And if they are separated from the main body, it doesn't color that. I have to do the wool separately. I'll do it different from what I did the follow sheet, but the follow sheet I want to stay where they are, because I animated each growth state on them, but I think that's a bit more work than what's worthwhile, but I think I'll do that in Godot instead of just do it here. Give it a go. I was trying to add this fellow in too. I don't know what cutter thing to do for this bugger. I was trying to aim for a chicken, but it ended up being a duck, which was very nice. I can literally like draw birds. But I guess the native little bird is like the kookaburra and the galah and the cockatoos. I did a black cockatoo and a white cockatoo too. Blue, yellow, pink cockatoos. See, I started on this fella too. Problem that I find is that he's a very strange body guy. It's hard to do his tail, and I'm thinking about doing an idol where they're a bit more playful. See, it's hard to do the body and the tail. I've done the lace line. I know that's not completed yet, but look at this. This looks cool, but that does look a bit off, doesn't it? Maybe that might be better for Wise more. Looks like he's a strange fella. Now, I don't know what to do for these attacks, so I really am coming to a blank with attacks, which is why I haven't made much more progress on him. I was thinking about doing all the other directions, but then I got distracted doing, well, anything else. I think maybe even doing that test I was doing distracted me first. And I was trying to make a little tested thing to test out these skills. But I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add a bow to this player and have her to shoot everything. So what are you going to do? Where's the weapon? Okay, we're going to knock that down. That's a pretty good time. Weapons. So you got all your arrow types. You got a few arrow types, but not all skills would be an arrow, you know what I mean? So you got your bow here. You see, I made a little node for it, so this node could be animated itself, and an arrow could be spawned there, yet the arrow follows the animation of it firing, and then it looks universal and cool. That is what I want. Hopefully the sound turns out alright here. I have to go edit this before Thursday, because I'm trying to get good sound for live streaming, so you don't hear my damn computer constantly in the background, which is kind of annoying. And then every rotation, you just turn it around and everything. Arrow is just there as a placer, if you do wonder. So you gotta release, I thought maybe putting release time on there would be an easy way of doing it, so whenever you, so you can hold, and then whenever you click release, it goes. I might keep the string out here. The string doesn't look ugly, although it doesn't look professional, but you really want to be making a string for each invisible bow? You're probably not, but it will work. That's all that matters. It works for the job. It looks universal enough. I could put one more, work it in there later if I wanted to. Then you got a dagger here. So Dagger will be a quick, short range type of weapon. And I don't think its effects could be more potent, or could it be? I don't know. But whatever this is, this poison effect when connected onto something else could be universal. It's cool. And I'm hoping to do that with fire, ice, and air. Although air will be more of an armor-piercing one, while lightning will be just a speedy one that cuts through anything. And then earth would just be a heavy, but the dual side and that it'd be slow. I'm thinking on the weaknesses and drawbacks on the physical skills, so then it takes a bit less work for me to look back. And then someone like the Poison Fang. Oh yeah, I haven't got the Poison Fang up here. All the Poison Thing in there. Oh wow, I'm slack. Nah. Poison Thing looks pretty fun to do. I'm gonna find him. Alright, here we go. Let's put on. Yeah, see, you get a sneak peek of some of the dragons if you haven't seen in the previous episodes, which you should go have a look. The Let's Play should be down in the description unless I've forgotten to put it in there. Which has happened once or twice. Yeah, probably once or twice. See? Yeah, it's back in front. I've done that lately where they have a little thing to themselves where they get the rotation, so I can just chuck it on to Twitter. Someone with the Kookaburra was like, finally you showed me what the Kookaburra looks on the back, and I'm thinking, oh god, so it did. I didn't really, someone really wanted to look at the Kookaburra that bad. I would have done it sooner. I thought, oh nah, someone's not that interested in it, and then they seen that comment, like, holy shit! Yeah, I've done the Kookaburra too, if you've not seen that. But you would have seen it when we were playing around there. He's really cool. I think all I'm going to need him to do is sit, fly, and that's it. I could do a lift off, but nah. He's alright the way he is. Look at the beautiful boy. The smart ass of the Australian bush. The one that laughs at nearly anything. Although that is a Australian joke. If you don't know what it is. They're really cool. If you never heard one, well then you're missing out if you never heard of Kookaburra. They always come up with those strangest signs they do. And you're working into your jokes. That's your next joke, you can tell. Especially if you live in Australia. When a Kookaburra laughs, you work it in. See? When a Kookaburra laughs after you joke, at least someone laughs. That is the joke for that. As sad as it sounds, but it's true. It is the joke. Or at least that's how it was raised up as a joke. Boom, look at this. Might not be the finest, but it'll work. This fella will have poison if it isn't clear of the name. I will give him the poison effect. He'd be a pretty annoying bugger to get. But he wouldn't be a hard hitter or a good hitter in some way. He'd be slow, and he'd be pretty slow. See, this is his fastest attack. That would take a bit of damage and poison you a bit. And this is his heavy attack, which will probably in theory, poison you more than this attack. Well, who knows, it might poison you about the same. But with all these attacks, you gotta give the player a bit of a build up to tell them, hey, you're about to get bitten. You better get your ass moving. Oh, this one has a swing power. But he looks really cool. And then I'll get him covered, so it takes time for him to get around moving. I didn't quite get the wing in that flow, but it's good enough. I will come back and refine these animations maybe a bit later in the game development. But right now I'm not overly fussed on how they turn out, as long as they look okay or good in that scale. They don't have to look excellent. They just gotta look decent. I don't know. I'm not animate this guy. I don't know what to do with this guy. I'm just draw this guy in a wimp one day. He looks okay. Yeah, when I see it, this guy was first meant to be cross between a dog and a canine and a feline type body shape, but then I realized, or my sister realized, it was pretty funny enough very closely resembles a Tasmanian tiger, which is why it's called Tas Tiger in here. It might be changed to something else because it's named after area. Might copy the same concept and name it after area. And then we do some of these cows. Excited to see what happens next. All these might be baby travel wolves, maybe. Or just little dogs, who knows. I'm thinking at one stage maybe making the blood wolf into a air base. You see here. That might be useful. Since it attacks with the big heap that can go through armor. Yeah, I want to add a armor expert, maybe a resistance expert. Who knows? We'll see how the future turns out. Anything can happen. And hopefully soon I get some paintings being sold. Yeah, look out on the link tree for the links to my website and my paintings. The reason why I moved my website link is because I was fiddling around with it and everything on it's been a waste. Yay! And I haven't been bothered to redo it yet, but I will redo it. And I've been trying to get business cards to do my art too. If you're in Australia, look out for that. Because I'm just going to stick to Australia first. Because I feel like it's a lot of work to go international. And I think the delivery will mentally destroy. And start off with Etsy first if I haven't said that yet. I'll start off with that. And see what they give me. See if anyone notices the paintings. And these bottle brushes. These poly clay bottle brushes. That I will make into a keyring or pin. Or maybe just have them around. I want to have options. And the colours. I reckon the bottle brush should show with all of its multicolours. Because if you haven't seen the different colours of the bottle brush and you've seen a bottle brush, you don't know what you're missing out on. It's so cool seeing that. It's like, search it up online. It's epic. They made a beautiful bush, and it was attract the rainbow log cakes too. Very nice bird. I don't know why there isn't more multicoloured bottle brushes. It would look amazing down the street. Instead of those dopey plants they put in there, especially those thorny plants. Oh, I mean, talking about everybody is thinking, you gotta think how many people go to the hospital because of those thorny plants, or how many first aid, or how many emergency service people have to get caught for that. So, instead of me talking on, after this video comes up, go on the Twitch, look at the last stream that I did yesterday, probably from the video released, unless something happens and I didn't do it yesterday, which I'll probably do it next week that comes up, or I'll do, or you just watch out for the one in Fortnite's time, or actually before Fortnite's time, technically 13 days, Overgame, so I'm going to do Winwell in Minecraft on the day before this goes up. Yeah. Can't really advertise my Twitch channel on here. Go give it a look at if you want to see those type of games coming in. From my perspective, I really like playing games, and I do want to show it off more. It's cool. I want to entertain people after a hard day's work, where you come back from that job, or someone was just deciding they want to be an asshole today, and you come watch a video of mine and it'll chew you up. I want to chew up people with those types of videos, and I hope that's what it will do. That's what I want to do with my paintings. If anyone does come watch around, because it should be. You should get to from simple stuff like that. And that's why I like doing the paintings. I was thinking about maybe doing print ones or something like that, but no. I want these paintings to be something you bought with your own hard-earned money, and something that you like to look at every single day you come home from whatever hell you went through, and enjoy your stay home. and relax. That's what I want these videos to be. Although the game vlogs are a bit more serious than that, but talking about the gaming and everything, that's what I want. And you might learn something too. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'm Redcollarwolf, now out. Thank you for watching.